Chapter 120, Dogfight. With just one poke, Su Cheng fished out the background of the freight company boss. Now, he was no longer in a hurry, and it was time for Chongqing to get anxious. Inside the villa, Chongqing picked up the phone he smashed, took out the SIM card, and put it in a new phone. Not long after, another call came in. Seeing this number, Chongqing's tone immediately changed. "Hello." A hoarse voice came from the other end of the phone. "What's happening? You know that the South Asian drug lord and the business in the Middle East are our big clients? You actually messed up both. Mr. Hishan, I'm very sorry. I didn't expect the police to have been so prepared and strictly deployed. When we realized what they were doing, they already began intercepting and arresting our people. This time, I admit that it was my mistake, and I need to correct this mistake. I need you to trust me again on this and first offset the losses of the two customers. In the future, Westgate's willing to repay with interest. I don't need you to remind me of this. Let me ask you, the total of $1.5 billion that was prepared for the two clients, where's it now after you took it from me?" Chongqing slowly said, "It has all been seized, we didn't even have time to withdraw." "Okay, you don't have to explain to me, you can take care of the 1.5 billion whole yourself. I can't help you." The other end of the call immediately flipped. Chongqing got nervous. "Mr. Hishan, please give us another chance. You should know how much money our casino has laundered for you over the years. We are in the same boat, and isn't it a bit insincere to burn the bridge just for $1.5 billion? Without your Westgate's casinos, there are plenty of others that are willing to cooperate with me. Don't forget, for every transaction, you get a 5% commission, and now something happened during your process, and you are demanding for us to clean up after you," the other end sneered. Chongqing also became furious. "Then please, Mr. Hishan, you should also know that the details of every transaction are recorded in our books, and if these books appear in the hands of Huaxia's police, then I don't know if you can safely leave the country with the money you are storing in the underground money house. Besides, I also know that your underground money house had been absorbing Huaxia's currency to cause problems in the domestic cash flow. These are all actions suspicious of shorting Huaxia's economy. You think that if we expose these severe problems, you people can still safely leave the country? Are you threatening us?" Not only was the Mr. Hishan who was on the other end of the phone furious, even Su Cheng who was eavesdropping was also shocked. He didn't expect the case to escalate this quickly behind the scenes. Sniping and short-selling yuan to cause an economic crisis in Huaxia, this Hishan guy was from Wei Nation? Inside the villa, Chongqing was still confronting Hishan over the phone. "No, I just think that we still have value for you, and I'm a little disappointed that you would burn the bridge for just $1.5 billion. You must know, the value of our 5 casinos alone is already more than $5 billion. Please consider it, Mr. Hishan, I don't think our partnership should be this fragile. I promise that this is really just an accident." Since Chongqing already showed his hand, Mr. Hishan seemed to have no choice but to admit fate. True, if he completely pissed off Westgate, then all the evidence of money laundering would surface and attract the nation's attention, and Hishan's underground money house would no longer be able to continue lurking inside Huaxia. As the person in charge of the underground money house, Hishan could not afford the consequences. "Okay, we will fill up the $1.5 billion loss for now, and I give you 3 years to pay off this debt. On top of that, you have to put one of your casinos as collateral," Hishan said. Chongqing, "Okay, but I need to give the money to the clients right away. Do you have any way we can do so? The police already have eyes on me, but my phone is encrypted so it should be fine. However, I can't use my men because everyone's under the police's surveillance. I need you to directly get into contact with the two clients and return the money in private." Most of the underground money was black money and couldn't be wired, especially with amounts this big. So, a large portion of the funds of the underground money houses were in cash form, and they could only deliver the cash in person. On the other end, Hishan paused for a moment and said, "Okay, but you can only do it our way. I will get someone to prepare the money and send to our designated location, but you must bring over the transaction book of our business dealings and a transfer agreement of 1 casino. Also, I need you to come with a signed borrowing contract. Remember, you have to fulfill all the conditions, and if you dare to play with me, then you won't get a cent. You have no other choice, and I also don't want to get myself involved in this dirty water." It's up to you if you want to accept this deal. Chongqing replied without even thinking for an extra second, I accept. Hishan, okay, tonight a freighter will dock at Eastgate Port's F terminal at 6. You will need to get your people to hurry over and we will hand the cash as you hand my people the documents. 6 o'clock sharp, if my people don't see your guys, the ship will leave right away. They won't wait for even a second. Get your men ready. Chongqing gritted his teeth. Okay. Then, Hishan directly hung up the call. Su Cheng looked at his watch. It was already 3, so there were only 3 hours left. Just at this moment, Li Chao came over in his car. Then, he opened Su Cheng's passenger seat door and got in. The windows were all tinted, so people on the outside couldn't see the interior of the car. He took out the burger, drink, and fries. Boss, this is your lunch. Su Cheng took over the burger and began eating in big bites, and then he swallowed after taking a sip of coke as he said to Li Chao, dial Captain Ran's number for me. Li Chao nodded, took Su Cheng's phone, dialed Ran Jing's number, and put it against Su Cheng's ear. After the line connected, Ran Jing's voice flew over, yo, nice, you quietly stirred up a rather big shitstorm, Westgate really got screwed by you. Their largest casino is closed, and their business license got revoked. Conservatively speaking, they lost at least a few billion yuan. Su Cheng said as he ate his hamburger, I don't want to hurt them, I'm going straight for the kill. Help me out, tonight I need you to give me a green light. Ran Jing asked curiously, what's happening? Su Cheng, a big fish is docking at Eastgate's port, which is under your jurisdiction. I'm going to lay my hands on them there. Ran Jing pondered for a moment and asked, are you confident? Or is the news accurate? You know that once the police pull a big operation there, it will affect my case on Eastgate and they will become more alert. Su Cheng, I'm calling to ask because I'm 80% sure that this operation will run smoothly. Ran Jing, okay, I will tell my men to withdraw and leave everything to your team too. Su Cheng, thanks.